Anyway, I told you we got a special guest tonight, and we just know part of his name already. And this guy, he's got a brand new album just got, but he's just hanging out with us tonight, so we said, hey, David, you gotta get on stage. So everybody put your hands together and welcome Tabari McCoy.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, DJ, for finding the one black record y'all probably have. What's up, everybody? I had a white guy forget a black guy was coming. George W. Bush, you're not alone. All right. Don't worry, that's as political as I'm getting. I know where I'm at. It's nice to be here with you tonight, Lexington. I've been in your city before. I know you're a big sports town. I'm just happy to be here amongst people and civilization. And I say that because this summer I did shows in Iowa. I wish I had been on the joke, because I did not know that Iowa was that boring. It really lives up to the reputation. Here, let me describe Iowa for you. There's two things to do in Iowa: see corn and leave. That's what you can do. Not a whole lot going on. I know why they called it Field of Dreams, because Field of Reality was like, please bring some dead baseball players in this song, bitch. This is hard. Thank y'all for being here tonight. I'm happy to be here with you for another reason. It's because since Kevin Hart is the only black dude under 6 feet tall making money in stand-up right now, I have an daytime hustle. As opposed to telling you what that is, I'm going to do a very informal audience survey. Clap if we have any parents of school-aged children in the room tonight. You should die immediately. But do we have any teachers in the room? Any teachers? You hear that sad ass applause? That's what your kids did to them. Okay? They've been drunk since Wednesday. They don't even know it's Friday. Let me explain. I have a job working with kids in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Yeah, that's a bad age. All I deal with all day long is why is my body changing and where can I stick this? That's what I deal with. It's horrifying. Terrible people. Some of you should have pulled out. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the thing though. I will say this though. Sometimes the kids that I work with happen to be funnier on accident than I could ever hope to be on purpose. Because kids say whatever is exactly on their mind. You know, there is no filter with the child. You know what I mean? And I know that because I got to the job early one day, and I saw this one girl who was one of my smarter kids that I work with, and she had on a Marilyn Monroe t-shirt. And I was like, oh, I'm going to engage her in some conversation. Did not go the way I expected. Because I was sitting there, I was like, hey girl, you know what's on the front of your shirt? And she was very confident with her reply. She said, Marilyn Monroe. I said, you know what she was famous for being? And I thought she was going to say an actress. She said a slut. I said half credit and left. True story. But, you know, I can't get too mad at the kids today, I guess, you know, because I'm an old dude now. And I say I'm an old dude because I know I don't look my age, but truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually 40 years old. That's right. Yes, lotion. That's the thing. I know that. See, it's the thing. Black people always know how old other black people are. It's like, look at their rings around the tree. You know what I mean? Hopefully, not one of my ancestors. I'm not going to say that. Here's the thing. Let's see. I know. Too real for the room. It's like, they never know how old black people are. You know, it's like, LeBron James is 72 years old. Y'all don't even know that, do you? And Morgan Freeman, that's just a hologram with freckles. That's all that is. But see, I say I'm old now because like I get mad at 20-somethings. I know there's some of you here tonight because I can smell glitter. Here's the thing. Like millennials, I know that people blame a lot on y'all and a lot of things aren't your fault, but there are several things that are your fault, and I'm gonna tell you some of them. Like, first of all, here's the thing. I use social media because I do stand-up comedy, and like many comedians, I go on the internet and every once in a while I will write a joke, okay? But millennials, you guys get offended by everything. Okay? Yeah. You get offended by everything. And sometimes people say offensive things. I get it. But sometimes learn how to take a joke or just don't take yourself so seriously. And I say that because I have a lot of spare time because no one will have me. But I will watch TV, and there's a show on MTV, which used to be a network that played music before it became a home for drunken people in their 20s doing dumb things at a club that I would never do, but I would watch you bust your ass fall out of the show on MTV called Ridiculousness, which is like a fake version of Tosh.0, and there's a girl on Ridiculousness by the name of Chanel West Coast. Now, if you've never seen Ridiculousness, Chanel West Coast is a very pretty, very vapid 20-something who has no discernible talent. Okay? And I say that because Chanel West Coast likes to call herself a rapper. And Chanel West Coast is a rapper in the same sense that I am a Kennedy. Now, one day I happened to be bored at home and I decided to go watch one of Chanel West Coast music videos, and I said, okay, enough of this. I went on my Twitter account and all I wrote was, finally watched an @Chanel West Coast video, ... I think I'm sterile now. That's what I wrote. She wrote back like, I have more than one song. I'm like, bitch, that's not the point. It's not the point. Just, you know. But millennials, I'm asking for a different reason, which hits home for me. Okay? Because I'm upset because they said that millennials, you are the reason, one of the key reasons that an American institution has gone out of business. A business that was supposed to be too big to fail. And they said you are one of the prime sources behind it. And that business is Toys R Us. That's right. I'm so mad. Oh my gosh. I'm from Cincinnati. I was like, first Harambe, now Jeffrey. This has got to stop. I was so mad. Yeah. And they said it's happening because millennials are having fewer kids. And I'm like, I bet y'all, good call. But they said that it's also happening because millennials are having fewer kids. The kids that you are having now are so addicted to a screen and a tablet that if it doesn't blink, they don't know what to do with themselves anymore. Which is a sad commentary on us today as a society, because we have no imagination anymore. That's horrifying. You know what I mean? Remember being a kid and wanting to go outside? Oh my gosh, now you gotta push a kid outside. Like it's some exercise, you're allergic to everything but dust. Get your ass out there. I remember being able to go out in my backyard because I was a big baseball fan. You know what I mean? I love all sports. You know what I mean? I love all sports. Tiger Woods was back in the news. It was nice to see him playing 18 holes on a golf course. But you know what I mean? I love sports, man. You know? I remember being a pre-steroids Barry Bonds or a pre-busted hamstring King Griffey Jr. and I could go out in my backyard with just a wiffle ball bat by myself and entertain myself for hours. Then again, I didn't have sex with a woman until I was 34, so maybe I was wrong. That joke hurts my soul. You know, I don't like being single. That's why I have time to think of these things. You know, and I'm on all the dating apps. You know, I see we got some lovely couples in the crowd, or people that are just trapped, whatever your situation I'm at. You know, if you have somebody that you are happy with, that you can tolerate, stay with them. Because it's hard out here on these dating sites, okay? Yeah, they made that song that won the Oscar, It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Try being 5 and 7 within astigmatism and see how it works out for you. It's hard. You know, it's terrible. Size 14 shoe though, with some benefits. Dating sites. I mean, I'm on Tinder, I'm on Bumble, I'm on Match. I'm about to be on Farmers Only because I'm gonna find me a But I will say this, because sometimes God will throw you the proverbial bone, you know, and I had that happen being single. You know how sometimes you have those days where you're a little bit down and you're worried about it? I saw a girl that I hadn't seen in about 3 years, and we were at Five Guys Burgers and Fries. You ever been to a Five Guys? Oh, that's delicious, isn't it? If you are a vegan, you should just go away and die. You don't know what you're missing. Here's the thing. I was not with her at the time. I came in by myself. She happened to come in with another gentleman, and I use the word gentleman loosely, okay? Because this was a dude that we used to work with, and she was the girl that would come talk to me when he would treat her bad. And she'd be like, oh, Tabari, I like you like the brother. And I'm like, can we have some incest? Come on, let's get it. Here's the thing that happened. I hadn't seen her in 3 years. And when I saw her, life had not been kind. Remember that feeling when you see somebody you haven't seen, you're like, oh! Because this was a girl that used to have an hourglass figure, and now she was built like an alarm clock. So I will say this to you tonight. If you happen to be here by yourself, and you may happen to be single, don't worry. Because every once in a while, you may not be able to find yourself a dime, but you'll see somebody that looks like 2 fat-ass niggas and feel better about yourself.